In this video, we'll be demonstrating how to set up your standard daily rates. First, we'll click on Daily Rates under the General Settings section here. To create a new standard rate, you'll first click the Adjust button here. A window will pop up showing step 1 of 5. You have the option of creating a name for each rate you set up. For simplicity's sake, I'll go ahead and name this Standard Rate. Next, we'll select the middle button for a new standard rate. This standard rate will serve as your default rate unless or until you create a special rate, which will override your standard rates. Then we'll select the Next button. I'll set this to be my standard rates all year long, so we'll go ahead here and enter a start date of January 1st of 2015 and an end date of December 31st, 2015. Now, if you want this standard rate to repeat every year for this same date range, check this box here. Otherwise, it will only apply to the current year. We'll leave all of the days of the week checked, and then we'll click the Next button and move on to step 3 of 5. In this example, we'll set this rate to apply to all rooms, units, or sites. By selecting a different option here, you may choose to assign different rates to individual room and unit classes. In this section, you'll select the number of adults that you generally include in your base rate. For example, if your base rate normally includes 2 adults for a specific room type, then you would enter 2 adults here. We'll select the Next button and move on to step 4 of 5. Notice in this window, it shows how our weekends are currently set up. As you can see here, our weekend is considered Friday and Saturday. We'll set our weekday rate at $139 and our weekend rate at $169. When extra adults and/or children are added to a reservation, this is where we'll set up the additional guest pricing. Remember, in the previous screen, we established that our base rate included 2 adults. We'll set the additional adult rate at $15, and then we'll select the Next button to move to the final step in the process. In this last step, using the rate adjustment window, step 5 of 5, this is where you'll take the time to verify that you have the correct information for all of the line items here. As you can see, we've created a new standard rate, the name of the new rate here, the dates and days of the week this rate will apply to. We've selected all rooms and set the rate to include 2 adults. Next, we see the weekday and weekend pricing, and lastly, we have the extra guest rates listed. If you need to edit any of your current choices, simply click the Edit button to the right here, and it will take you back to that step so you can make any necessary changes. So, for example, let's say I forgot to put in an extra guest rate for a child. I can click the Edit button here and make the change. I'll add the child rate in at $10 per child. We'll then select the Next button again, bringing us back to the final step of our rate creation process. I'll check the box here, verifying that I've confirmed the information above is correct, and I'll click the Save button. And just like that, our standard rates are in place for the entire year. We'd like to thank you for taking a moment to become familiar with setting up standard daily rates.